Hello everyone, welcome to my channel World of AWS. I hope you all are doing good. So we are continuing with Ansible tutorial, and in previous video we have seen introduction of Ansible and component of Ansible and what kind of stuff that Ansible do and what are the scenario where we have to use the Ansible. Okay, and apart from it we have also seen like what is inventory, what is playbook, what is role, what is module in Ansible. Okay, so we are going to see now like how we can configure Ansible master and worker node on Ubuntu EC2 instance, okay, in a step by step manner. So I will provide this command, okay, all this command in the video description, so you can also perform the same thing and you can also play around Ansible. Okay, so let me jump to the AWS console. Okay, so I am going to create one master node or two worker node. Okay, so for that here I will change it to 3. Okay, so let me write Ansible master. Okay, and I will select Ubuntu OS, and then after that I will select my key pair. Okay, so proceed without key pair. Okay, so I will not use any key pair here, or I can create new key pair, otherwise it's okay. So here I will add one more security group rule. Okay, and I will use the port from 0 to 65535. Okay, I will open all the port and from source 0, so and source type what it will be, anywhere. So the same thing you are not going to do it for real time environment. Okay, because you will have certain VPC, certain firewall setting. Okay, so you have to like use the specific IP address and you have to use that IP address in the security group for real time scenario. This is just for demo purpose, that's why we are opening the source type anywhere and the port is port is we have opened from 0 to 65535. Okay, and the source IP is 00. From anywhere we can access this instance. Okay, but in the real time you are not going to do the same thing. Okay, it's not recommended. So let's launch the instance. So our instance is getting launched. So meanwhile, so when we are going to like install Ansible, okay, so Ansible is only required on master node, okay, from where you want to run your playbook. Apart from it, you don't need to install Ansible on worker node. You just need to install Python 3 on your worker node to perform and play the playbook from Ansible master to Ansible worker. Okay, so let's see our instance status and change the name that from master to worker 1. Okay, and change this instance name from master to worker 2. Okay, so let's connect with Ansible master first. Okay, and let's connect with, okay, so let's connect with Ansible worker 1. Okay, in the different terminal, go back to the instances and let's connect with the worker 2 as well. So let me switch the tab. So here we have master, here we have worker 1, and here we have worker 2. Okay, so we are going to install Ansible on master node. Okay, so let me run this command, first command, that is sudo apt get update on all the EC2 machine. Okay, we have to run this command. Sorry, so we have to run here as well, and we have to run here as well. Okay, so it's done here on the master. So now we are going to update the packages on our master node. Okay, so it's already the newest version, so nothing is going to update. Okay, so now let's add the PPA Ansible package here on our EC2. Okay, so it's getting added. So it's asking of press enter to continue and control C to cancel. So we want to continue, right? So press enter and it's getting updated. So let's wait for some time. So packages are getting updated. So it's done now. Let's go to the other command. Now again we have to run the update command. Okay, so whatever packages we have downloaded above, it should be updated, right? So that's why we have run again that sudo apt update. So now we are going to install Ansible, right, on our master node. So run sudo apt install Ansible, and it's asking for approval. So yes, we want to install Ansible. So meanwhile we have to install Python here. Okay, so install sudo apt get install Python 3. So it's getting installed here, and here we have to install Python as well. Sudo apt -get install Python 3. Okay, so it's asking for approval. So yeah, so here we have installed the Python on worker 1, and we have also installed Python on worker 2, right? And we have installed Ansible here on our master node. So let's check the Ansible version. Okay, so as we can see here, the Ansible version is 2.16.11, right? So you can see the config file location, and you can see the config module search path, Ansible Python module location, Ansible collection location, executable location. So you can see all the things related to configuration, and it's using the Python version 3.12.3, right? So and it's using the Jinja version. Jinja is the package that got used by Ansible. Okay, so we are going to see it later, so leave it for now. So Jinja version that Ansible is using, that 3.1.2. okay, so now what we have to do, we have to generate SSH key on our master node, and we have to add that SSH key in the worker node. Okay, to authenticate with our worker node from our master node. Okay, so we have already run this command on our worker node. We have already run sudo apt get update, and we have also installed Python, right? So what we have to do, we have to just run ssh-keygen on our master node. So let's go to the master node and cd.ssh. So all the authorized key and all the public and private key are stored in this path. Okay, so let's run ssh hyphen key gen, okay, and press enter. Okay, so what we are going to do now, let's do ls. Okay, and you can see here authorized key, and we got two key. So one is public, another one is private. Okay, so we are going to use the public one. So we are going to cat this path. Okay, cat and this path. So as we can see the SSH key here. Okay, it's generated, right? So we are going to add this key in our worker node to successfully communicate with like each other. Okay, so that Ansible master can communicate with our worker nodes. Okay, so let's go back to the document. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to run sudo nano and authorized key to add this. Okay, so let's go here and copy this. Okay, paste it here. So we have seen here. Okay, and let's add the key here. Okay, so let's copy the key. Okay, Control X to save this and press enter, and we have to run the same command on worker 2 as well. Okay, so we are on worker 2, so let's run this command and copy the SSH key from our master node and add it here. Okay, so let's run Control X and Y. Yes, we want to save this and press enter. Okay, so if we do cat authorized key, let me run it. Cat authorized key, no such file. Okay, so we are not under cd.ssh. Okay, now do ls. So now do cat and authorized key. Okay, copy and paste it. As we can see, the SSH key that belongs to our master node, right, that is added here successfully, right? So if we go here as well, cd.ssh ls and authorized key, and if we run cat and authorized key, we can see the SSH key that belongs to our master node. Okay, now what we have to do, and see we are on Ansible master. Okay, so what is the next step? So we have to test the connection, okay, from our master to worker, right? So what we have to do, we have to run ssh ubuntu. Okay, by default we are using Ubuntu EC2 instance, so our user will be Ubuntu. If you are using Linux EC2 instance, then by default your username will be EC2. Okay, so Ubuntu @ and the IP address that we want to, like we will use public IP. Okay, so just copy this and paste it here. Okay, yes, as you can see, we have successfully logged in to the this worker 1, right? So as you can see, the IP 172.31.30.31, right? 172.31.30.31, right? So this is the worker IP address. So we are able to connect with worker 1. So let's exit and let's try to connect with worker 2. Okay, and copy the IP address of our worker 2. So go to the master node and paste it here. Yes, we want to connect it. Okay, so as you can see, like we have successfully connected with our worker 2 as well from our master, right? So let's match the IP. Okay, so what the IP we have successfully connected, that 172.31.22 and 12. Okay, so as you can see, 172.31.22 and 12, right? So the same IP. So we are able to connect with our worker 1, worker 2 from our Ansible master node. Okay, so what is the next step? So from here exit, okay, came back to our Ansible master and go to the document. So what we have to do next? We have to configure Ansible inventory file. Okay, so just copy this command and run on our master node. Okay, so come back here. Wait. Okay, so we are going to add our worker node IP here in the inventory file of our Ansible master. Okay, so that Ansible master will know like where it have to run the playbook and what kind of task it have to perform on which hosts. Okay, so it will run accordingly whatever IP we are going to add, and it going to communicate further with that host only. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to use like this. So prod server, that will be the namespace. Okay, and if you use worker 1, this is the unique namespace for like one host. Okay, but when you mention this prod server in your playbook, it will run for all hosts. But like if you want to run for only one host, one worker, the specific playbook if you want to run on one worker, then you have to reference this name worker 1 in your playbook. Okay, so we are going to see in clear way in upcoming videos. Okay, so don't worry about that. For now, let's focus on how we can configure it. Okay, so let's paste it here. Okay, and the same thing, if I copy again and copy and paste it. Okay, so let me change the name from worker 1 to worker 2. Okay, so change the IP here. Okay, so let me copy here as well. So let me copy from here only. Okay, so then I will directly paste it and I will change the IP. Okay, so what is our public IP? Let me take of worker 1. Okay, so worker 1 IP, let's change it here. And what is the worker 2 IP? Like this. Okay, let's change the worker 2 IP. Okay, and go to the master node and remove this all, as we are going to directly paste the configuration of our inventory file, right? So let's copy the inventory file, okay, and paste it here. As we can see, we have added here. Let's save this file. Control X, okay, we want to save this file and press enter. So if we cat this file, okay, remove nano, use cat. If we cat this file, we can see the our IP address of our workers, okay, that we have added here, okay. So now what is the next step, okay? So run a test. So we are going to run a test, okay, using this command. So Ansible prod server -m ping, okay. So it will ping the whatever host we have added, so it will ping that. So what is the issue here? Okay, worker 2 unreachable and worker 1 is reachable, okay, there might be some issue. So MSS failed to connect host by SSS, could not resolve host name, okay, the name is not known, okay. So worker 2. So what is the IP that we have added here in our master node? Okay, let me check the IP here. So go up 5491 246. Okay, so we did one mistake here, right? Okay, so by mistake we have added 0 here, right? That was the fault. So let me run the command, okay, and remove the 0 from our inventory file. So let me run this command on our master node. So paste and change the what we did mistake, remove this 9, right? Let's save this file, Control X, okay, and we want to save this, yeah. And again if we run Ansible prod servers -m ping, let's see it's able to communicate with both worker or not, yeah. So as we can see, it's able to ping and communicate with the both our worker nodes, okay. So what is the next step, okay? So we are going to ping Ansible all. The things are same, but we have different commands. So let's see, there is no issues to running all the different command, okay. So as we can see, using this command as well, we are able to communicate with both worker. So let's go back to the document and we can install Nginx using this command as well, right, on our worker nodes, okay. So we are using Ansible all -m apt -a and name Nginx state present --become, okay. So let's run this command to install Nginx on our worker node from our master node. So let's run this. Let's see, Nginx was not there before, so we are going to see the Nginx version. So as we can see here, we have successfully installed Nginx on our worker node, okay. So let's check the Nginx version here on our worker node. -v, okay. So as we can see here, okay, Nginx version 1.24.0, right? So let's check the Nginx version here as well. So as we can see, the Nginx version 1.24.0, right? So as we can see, we are successfully able to install whatever package, whatever application we want from our Ansible master to our Ansible worker node. Okay. So let's create one small playbook. Okay. Let's create one small playbook to install Apache. So let's run this command to create playbook. Okay, and copy the content of the playbook. This is the small playbook to install Apache on our worker nodes. So let's save this file, Control X, save yes. So if we cat this file, remove the nano, we can see the content that belongs to install Apache in the playbook, right? So what we have to do next? So we have to run the playbook to install Apache, okay, on our worker nodes. So run the playbook now. So as we can see here, it's getting installed. Worker 1, worker 2, gathering facts, task apt update package manager, task install Apache 2. So it's getting, so we can see changed 0, OK 3, and unreachable 0, failed 0, escaped 0, rescued 0, ignored 0, right? It means we have successfully installed Apache on our worker nodes. Okay. So how we can ensure that Apache is working on our worker node? So for that, what we have to do? So we have to go here, go to the EC2 instance, okay, and let's it get loaded. So unselect the, okay, so worker 2, select and copy this public IPv4 DNS and hit in your browser. So we'll see Apache 2. So I think there is some issues. Okay, so we are not able to. Okay, so let's open this again. Okay, Amazon. Okay, IPv4. Let's try with worker 1. Okay, IPv4 DNS. So yeah, as we can see, it's working. So Apache, this is the Apache default page that we have installed Apache on our EC2 instance. Okay, so there might be some issue with this instance, but another one is working. So let me try the with worker node 2 as well. Let's copy the public DNS and run this again. I don't know, there might be some issue with this instance. We need to look further. Okay, but it's working for other instance, so that's fine. Okay, so we have successfully installed Apache using simple playbook. So and we have successfully configured our Ansible master and worker. Okay, so that's it for this video, and I will provide this all the command in the video description, so don't worry. Okay, so if you have any query, any confusion regarding this installation and configuration, then do let me know in the comment section. And thanks for watching. See you in the next video.